Hello everyone, this is another mod showcase from the mod Azeroth Reborn. Today we will take a look at the Swamp of Sorrows. As the name implies, this is a swamp and it is an area behind Deadwind Pass and before the Blasted Lands. We are here at the morning, 7 a.m. and as you can see, it is a pretty dusty area, pretty orange. This area has not that much to offer, but here is a horde outpost named Stonard, and also the dungeon Sunken Temple that some of you may know from World of Warcraft. I couldn't implement most of the enemies that you know from World of Warcraft to this area because they were not available at a modders resource on Nexus or somewhere else. But I could implement some monsters at least, and a few of them we will watch now. We will take a look now. Because I could find some swamp monsters that were fitting for this area. As you can see here, if I, as example, take off T-Detect and give them back the AI, here you see. And as you can see, he's not alone. He has a lot of friends, especially if you take the whole area. And that is why I go again with no AI. And I see that is not enough. Then, is this enough? Yeah, in this area is also a Alliance outpost, but I haven't the models for most of the Alliance civilians and soldiers there, because they are all Draenice from Draenor, and I couldn't find them on Nexus mods or somewhere else, and so this Alliance outpost is empty. So let us walk to the Horde outpost. And this is the other side. I try to make my best to give this outpost an orcish feeling with the assets available for me. I hope that I could do at least a bit of a good job with it. Here we would go to the Blasted Lands if we would follow this path, but now let us walk to Stonard. And as you can see, Horde flags and grunts. In the morning in the Swamp of Sorrows. Some well-known characters here. For at least the Horde players. And some of them, of course, are in the Longhouse. But the major attraction in this area is, of course, the dungeon, and he lays in the middle of a huge lake. I will show it to you in a few minutes, because this area is, as you can see, also huge like also others in this mod. And maybe some general facts to this area. As many know, this is a continuation of the mod Azeroth in Skyrim from the old Skyrim, and this area was not available in the original mod. I made here everything by myself, with a little bit of help from a friendly 3D modeler for the one or other model. I believe one model, if I'm not wrong here. I'm really grateful for what he have done, because I appreciate every assistance by this huge mod. This area has a rich history, but for this I have wrote also books. I mean, you can find in this mod at some locations and in general at book shelves a lot of books, and some of them talk about this area. This was a major area from which the orcs the first time came to this world, and have waged war on Azeroth, and it was also a place for their defeat. In some circumstances, but let us walk now to the Sunken Temple. You see him already here on the horizon. Of course, everything has no LOD at the moment here, but will come to at the end of the development of this mod. Yes, and here we are. As you can see here should be a unique model. Here, because of the fog, but we see this unique meeting stone. Everybody knows this from those stones from World of Warcraft. But let us now go in the dungeon, if I find the door. Before I start with talking about the dungeon in general, dungeons in this mod are made to be played with you and 1 to 3 followers on your side, or alternatively, if you use the multiplayer mod for Skyrim, you can also then go in here with more as one, as you can think of by this mod, because I think for one character only is this dungeon, or the dungeons in this mod in general are too difficult, inclusive of course the raid instance through group in Central von Vale. But let us come now back to the dungeon. This is of course the Sunken Temple. I have take on this mix between Skyrim and World of Warcraft design to let it look a bit of realistically, and I hope I have did a great job with it. At the end of the day, you guys, the downloaders, the users, the players will tell me if I have done it right or not, but let us now walk forward. It is a 2-level dungeon, so the first interior is has just one boss, and the last interior has around 4 to 5, I believe. Now we come here in a pretty dangerous area for me, because I have, as you can see, a dark ENB, and it is hard for me to navigate underwater, but that is now exactly what I have to do. Hopefully I find fast the next room. So, to catch a bit of fresh air. Yes. If you have a brighter ENB, or if you just play the game without ENB or shades, you will be able to have a brighter dungeon if that is something you prefer. We have the first enemies here. I don't put the AI yet on for known reasons. That would be the door to the second level. But if you just walk in here, you would pass, I think, half of the dungeon, maybe more. Because, as you can see, here is more. Somewhere is here also a room, as you can see, with one boss and a bit of loot if you are able to kill him. Yeah, let us fastly move to the other direction and then move back to the door, to the second level. I have tried my best to make this dungeon like the original in World of Warcraft. I even placed the skeletons on the same place, and also the enemies are on the same place too as in the original game. Yeah, and as you can see, here's another boss with also a chest. I had many fun to design and to build this dungeon, more as I toughed, because I am usually not in Troll or Nord Ruins design. But I really like this dungeon. You will also find one type of new enemy here that you can't find in the original Skyrim game. Let us look if he is somewhere here. Here as a general info, in this second level I have put I have placed the enemies differently to the original game, because I thought that would be more fitting, at least in parts. The boss enemies are on the same place as in the original game. And as you can see, again, troll enemies as in the interior above, and also here's one of the unique enemies. I have found that most fitting to the dragon, to the humanoid dragon enemies you find in this instance in the original World of Warcraft. So they will wait here for you if you are able to come down here. That's it. As said before, you need some assistance usually to come successfully down here. So as you can see, okay, but he didn't attack me now is now because of the AI detection, as you can see. But all the enemies you know from the original dungeon will wait here for you, inclusive a chest, as you can see, as a reward besides the loot in the enemies, of course. And before I go out of the dungeon again, I would like to show you the rest of the bosses. Here we have two of the green dragon enemies from the original dungeon, and here is the last one. And of course we have also a third boss room in this dungeon. Said before, I need some time to move from one room to another. And here's the last boss that you can fight off in this dungeon. Again with here should be here a treasure chest. Yes, so yet you have seen one of the 3 dungeons that will become with this mod. Besides the Sunken Temple we are in here, there will also be the Dead Mines in Westfall, and there will also be the Stockage in Stormwind. Normally the Stockage is a noob instance, at least in World of Warcraft, but in this game are the same rules as for the Sunken Temple, aka take 1 to 3 followers with you. There are enough on the Nexus, and you should be ready to go and to survive this and the other dungeons. Yeah, what can I say more to this dungeon or to the area in general? I can't say much anymore. We will walk out of here and to the coast, and then I will end the showcase. I hope everybody likes this area and this dungeon so far. I at least get here a ton of nostalgic feelings about the original game. We will start, I think, in the next showcase also here again, but just a bit more to the beginning, because I think I will show the Blasted Lands as one of the next showcases. And as you can see, the way to them is a little bit back there in the Swamp of Sorrows. I wish I could implement some of the other enemies that are to fight here in the original game in World of Warcraft, but as said before, they are not available as modder resource on the Nexus or other sites I know. So we have to live with some empty areas, but they are always good to make a small campfire and to be oh, that is, what is that? That should not happen. I make a screenshot for myself. To make a campfire and to relax a bit and to think a bit on the original game. And here you can see the coast, and here I will finish. I will end my mod showcase. I hope, as said before, that you all enjoy what you have seen. Please give this video a like if you like, and I hope to see you all by the next mod showcase in the Blasted Lands, or maybe even somewhere else. We haven't covered yet every region that was available in that is available in this mod. I say until next time, have a great day.